and I just can't believe that we'd be as comfortable as we are. And they spoil the stuffings out of us. Take them out.
Yes, we try.
What I have seen is a renewed love of life. I've seen residents all of a sudden embrace life once again. That is because we're not telling them what to do. We are letting them be them, but we're only assisting them in the areas that they cannot manage on their own.
Everybody's smiling and everybody's happy and they feel more comfortable with themselves and with what they're doing and more open to make decisions for themselves.
They're more active than what they used to be. They're not sitting around their rooms like they used to.
The residents are not as sick. They aren't as sick. They live longer. Isn't that something?
Just being able to wake up when you want, you know, for me, if somebody told me I had to be awake at 6 a.m. every single morning, I'd be a little grumpy. And, you know, just being able to have those small choices makes a big difference because they're in control of something.
We used to use fairly heavy drugs to be able to help people stay calm. We don't use them anymore. And we don't use them not because we've solved the behavior, but we've allowed the resident to live the life that they knew, that they're comfortable with. They set the pace for us rather than us setting the pace for them. And so it's a life that they're familiar with. And yeah, they need more care. And yes, we can provide that. But on the other hand, they have their own life and they can choose to be involved or not be involved wherever they want to be.
The residents feel much more like individual people, and that they used to talk about their caregivers or the nurse's aide. Now they talk about Carol or Margaret, and they describe them as a friend.
The warmth that they give us is amazing. It's just, like I said, it doesn't feel like you're working because you're making such a huge difference in their lives by letting it be their home. By letting it be their home.
One day they were just visiting in a circle and they found out Mom and Dad never had a wedding. And Dad said that was one of his biggest regrets, is that Mom never had a wedding.
We had a legal marriage by a pastor and in a church. But that was all we had.
So of course me, boom, things start going off in my head, you know, I'm like, oh, I got an idea. We gotta have a wedding.
Yes. And you know, when Carol takes a hold of a thing, if she decides you're going to do it, you'll be doing it.
I think we knocked their socks off when they came down.
We had a minister here, their minister, and there was music, including champagne. The cake was beautiful.
The most perfect, beautiful day. Everything was in bloom, and they come down in their electric wheelchairs, you know.
So, Mom, did you enjoy your wedding this summer?
She was just gorgeous. She was just absolutely glowing.
Do you remember what you said when the minister said, do you take Irv to be your wedded husband?
She always says, I don't know. It's so sweet. So the girls who were working with her for the whole week, you know, you got to say, I do.
What did you say?
I do.
I do.
At the end, he says, you may now kiss the bride. And of course, she was just giddy and giggly, and he was trying to catch a kiss. I don't know if he ever got one. I don't know.
So I met the guy that cuts grass out here, maintenance man. He says to me, well, he says, Irv, wasn't it about time you got married?
It was just something that would have never happened before because everybody chipped in. Everybody chipped in to help.
It is just amazing what difference that makes. The friendships are stronger, the relationships are stronger, and there are downsides. A death is much more affecting of everybody in that household today than it was 3-4 years ago.
Just so many tears. The connection is just so it's so deep.
One of our staff says it so well. She says that, you know, yes, we take care of the residents that live here, but they literally take care of us. They see us through our hard times. They see us through our happy times. They celebrate with us, as well as they grieve with us. We're in this together, and isn't that what a family's all about?